It's the start of a big challenge. I'm going to turn photography as part of my daily habits with the help of the Ricoh GR IIIx, my everyday camera. So I'll be posting a video a day for the next 7 days to show that I don't have any commitment issues. There are just 2 rules. I explore a different district in Hong Kong in each video, and I use a different Ricoh film recipe for each one. So now, why am I doing this challenge? I've considered photography as one of my hobbies, but then I thought if I can make going to the gym or even brushing my teeth as part of my daily routine, then why can't I do that for photography? For this day, I will be using the Portra 160 film recipe, which I found on the Ricoh Facebook group. If you own the Ricoh, there are plenty of resources on the community sharing their tips and settings for your own reference. For the first stop for today, we're entering the Wong Tai Sin Temple, which is one of the more popular temples around Hong Kong, and today is a national holiday because of the Hong Kong Day, and I think a number of people are here to pray for the good fortune and future of Hong Kong. Honestly, this was a challenging shoot for me as the crowds were just too chaotic and, well, the summer heat didn't make it any easier. But I did appreciate the environment I was in with the vibrant colors of the temple, and focused on how I can capture the holiday and the essence of people showing worship. I'm surprised a lot of people were out because of the sweltering heat. I swear I thought I was melting that day, that I was already questioning my life choices. But we gotta push through because we weren't raised as quitters. And it was just day 1. A lot more could happen. But really, I just enjoyed walking around the temple and finding these colorful patterns and showing off the vibrant design of the interiors. At the time of the shoot, I thought the photos I took were completely rubbish because it was just hard to find isolated moments of interest, and compositions were quite messy and distracting. So I mostly just considered these to be a warm-up, but looking at them now, they're actually not too bad. Maybe they grew on me, or I'm just trying to make myself feel better. While it's time to check out other places, let's talk a bit about the Portra 160 first. From the initial shots, I thought this film recipe was of great quality and decent results, but just a little bit too warm for my taste. It does seem to work well in capturing the bright daylight and representing the summer heat, and adding some hint of nostalgia in the shots akin to what you see on film rolls. But somehow the effect of increased yellows to the overall colors will need some getting used to. So right now I'm exploring the Nanlian Garden, which is one of the first few tourist attractions I've ever visited here in Hong Kong. And I always thought it was an interesting spot because you have a very, very peaceful garden surrounded by all the cityscapes. So quite a special spot. And then there's a nice golden pavilion all in the middle. Now I just want to find a framing where I can isolate it to maintain the peace and zen of the place and avoid all this crowd. Beside the Nanlian Garden sits the Qilin Nunnery, a large Buddhist temple complex that houses halls, shrines, and a lotus garden. And did I mention that it's free to visit? So do check it out whenever you're around Hong Kong. As I mentioned, the highlight of the area will be the feeling of zen and peace, whilst being smack right in the middle of a chaotic city center. So now this is the famous Choi Hong estate. Choi Hong in Cantonese means rainbow. As you can see, the estate is rainbow colored, although it's a bit desaturated from the weather, time. But now there is a bit of a green cloth, so it's not as Instagram depicted to be. I like like auntie's red umbrella popping out with the greens. So I see a lady over there passing by, and then I kind of like the design of this street. Then I think that's one part of street photography that I like more than landscape photography. It's because the shadows are a bit more well curated for street, because you have very vertical buildings and streets, so the shadows go into appear straight into the frame, as opposed to landscapes, because you have a lot of curves in the trees, in the mountains. Then the shadows can a bit of a mishmash and very distracting. But for street, can work out for pleasing shadows and patterns. So right now I am in the Kowloon walled city park, but I think I am running out of the best light already, because the sun is already going below the buildings from behind and the trees. If I'm lucky, I could get maybe a couple more photos with the light. I need to be quick. This might be something similar to a woodland photography shot, only I have two trees, but the light is framed nicely in the middle. It's a bit hard to expose for JPEG, but I'll take what I can get. So this is a bit awkward. The Ricoh already ran out of battery and I'm also tired as f. But the beautiful light already disappeared anyway, so I think I'm going to call it a day. But hopefully you're going to stick through with me till the end of this 7-day series. And if for any reason I miss an upload, do let me know in the comments for any fun consequences you can think of, and then I'll gladly do it to help myself be a bit more accountable about this challenge. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed and see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.